Have you ever known someone who seems like they want closeness but never quite reaches for it? They'll laugh with you, share small moments, and even say just the right words, but when things get deeper, they pull away. It's like standing on the edge of a bridge, feeling them step toward you, then step back before you can meet them fully. You notice it in tiny ways: a text that was left unread for hours, a glance that lingers but doesn't meet your eyes, a hand that reaches for yours, then hesitates as if unsure whether it's safe to hold on. It's confusing because you sense that part of them that craves warmth. They long for connection, for shared laughter, for quiet understanding. But that longing comes with fear, the fear that needing someone might mean losing themselves, that showing who they are could bring rejection. They've learned early that needing someone is dangerous. To ask, to rely, to show their tender parts, it feels like weakness. So they build invisible walls. Distance becomes armor, control becomes protection, and shields them from being hurt again. They've felt the sting of being powerless, of not being able to make people stay, and now keeping others at arm's length feels safer than risking intimacy. It isn't cruelty. They were just protecting themselves the only way they knew how. You can see it in habits that feel almost instinctive, avoiding long silences, shifting conversations away from emotions. Even in laughter, there's a caution, a carefulness that keeps them from falling too close. Much of this starts at home. Parents who are emotionally unavailable, critical, or unpredictable taught lessons without words. Express your feelings and you'll be rejected or shamed. It's a rule learned before they could even name it, so tenderness becomes risky. Vulnerability is dangerous, and distance, though lonely, is a shield that keeps them alive. This is where the push-pull begins. They move close, sparking hope and warmth. Then, when closeness grows, they pull back. They may not even realize why. It's a rhythm they've learned over years. Loneliness follows naturally. When someone finally steps away, tired of waiting, they feel the void. They notice how much they wanted connection, but fear keeps them from reaching out again, trapping them in cycles of isolation. They often convince themselves they're fine alone. Independence becomes a mantra, but independence is different from emotional security. They are surviving, not thriving. If you've tried to love someone like this, you've felt it. The slow drip of emotional availability, waiting, hoping, stretching yourself to catch pieces of their heart. It's easy to start thinking, if I just love harder, they'll open up. That hope feels natural, but it quietly eats at your self-worth. Love becomes measured by what is given instead of what is felt. The push-pull effect continues. Every spark of connection feels fragile. Every pull stings. You begin negotiating for attention, forgetting that your own needs matter. And yet, you still see glimpses of them. The parts that long for closeness, for laughter, for warmth. Those glimpses feel like promise, but they are fleeting. They might smile in a way that says, I want to be close, and then retreat before words catch up. This isn't cruelty, it's protection. It's the result of survival patterns learned early. They were hurt once and vowed, silently, never to feel that powerless again. The first steps toward understanding come from empathy, not trying harder. Watching their rhythm, noticing patterns, and seeing them without letting it define your self-worth. It's subtle, reflective, and quiet. Sometimes understanding is more powerful than trying to fix. You might notice the small defenses, a joke to deflect a heavy topic, a laugh that covers discomfort, eyes darting away when emotions surface. These are all shields. They aren't walls built to push you out, but armor built to stay safe. This armor can make moments of closeness feel fragile. It can make intimacy exhausting, and it can make you question yourself, asking, am I enough? The answer, quietly, is yes. But their rhythm won't always show it. What matters is recognizing your own heart in the process. Your needs are real. Your desire for connection is valid. You don't have to shrink to fit someone else's fear. The turning point often comes quietly. Maybe it's a late night, alone, realizing how much energy you've spent waiting. Maybe it's noticing that love shouldn't feel like pleading, that connection shouldn't come in fragments. Letting go isn't about changing them. It isn't about dismantling walls or softening control. It's about accepting what you cannot fix. And in that acceptance, peace starts to emerge. Because staying comes at a cost. Loss of identity, loss of voice, loss of belief in your worth. Walking away is not failure. It's respect for yourself. Being with someone like this teaches lessons, even if they are painful. It teaches boundaries, patience with yourself, and the courage to say, enough. Even if you miss the rare moments of warmth, even if it hurts, the lessons are real. Think about how they learned this pattern. Every retreat, every armored gesture, every insistence on independence was survival. It wasn't meant to harm anyone else. It was protection for a tender self that had been hurt before. You may hope things could change. Sometimes they do. But not because you tried harder. Not because your love is infinite. Change only comes when they meet you in the middle. When fear no longer outweighs longing. Until then, chasing hope quietly drains your heart. And yet, you still see sparks. Fleeting moments where walls almost fall, moments of laughter, attention, connection. They feel like possibility, but often they vanish, leaving emptiness. That emptiness isn't rejection, it's their rhythm, a pattern of survival. It's easy to feel frustrated, confused, or even resentful. Sometimes, the kindest response is quiet observation, watching without absorbing their rhythm as your own. Seeing patterns without letting them define your self-worth. Love in this context isn't about fixing, it's about understanding, about recognizing where your energy goes, and choosing to protect it rather than giving it away until nothing is left. Freedom comes in small choices, choosing emotional nourishment over crumbs, choosing yourself instead of the fantasy of changing someone, choosing clarity over confusion. You may still care. You may miss the sparks, the fleeting warmth, but love without reciprocity is hollow. And sometimes, caring is different from staying. Sometimes the lesson isn't about them, it's about you. It's about learning how to protect your heart, how to honor your voice, your needs, your worth. It's about realizing that your needs are not optional. They are essential. Being with someone like this isn't failure. It's a lesson in recognition. Some hearts cannot meet us where we are, and knowing this, we can choose to thrive. Their walls will remain. Some cracks will appear, some will vanish, and that's okay. Your role was never to dismantle them. What matters is that you walked in fully aware, offered love without losing yourself, learned to step back, learned to reclaim peace. And maybe that is the real psychology. It's not that they are unlovable, it's that they are surviving. Guarding what once felt unsafe. The hardest love is the most revealing. When you stop chasing, stop hoping for walls to fall, clarity emerges. And the quiet truth, being whole does not depend on someone else choosing you. Healing starts there, not in trying to fix them, not in waiting endlessly, but in seeing clearly and seeing yourself. Perhaps the gift of loving someone who cannot fully meet you is this. You learn boundaries. You learn self-value. You learn when to walk away, even if it hurts, even if it leaves an ache. And in that ache, you discover something vital. Your heart is not meant to shrink, to fit someone else's fear. It's meant to grow, to protect, to know its worth. In the quietest love for yourself, you find the deepest transformation. And sometimes, that is all the love you ever needed.